Naga and Windrunner, I feel like it's decent for Timber. Like overall, their lanes, to me on paper, look very solid.
The really question mark I have is just this mid lane. I don't know at the moment how these heroes go against each other, because it's really gone back and forth over time. Like melee heroes, Storm Spirit's usually like playing into them, but Ember has a little bit of protection with the Flame Guard. The chains can be a bit frustrating for the Storm Spirit as the game goes on, but I did again, I haven't seen the matchup like too recently, but previously in the past it has been maybe like 60-40 Storm favored. I don't know if that is still the case though.
Yeah, I feel like it comes down to who gets 6 fast enough and who makes a couple of rotations. It's so easy for both of these sides to make rotations, but maybe a little bit easier for Passion UA. Hoodwink can edge, can dive, and can set up easier than, let's say, an Enchantress and Naga, so... I don't know, I'm expecting December to not have a bad game, but I might be absolutely wrong. We'll see. Xibe is a level 30 Pango, and I believe that's one of the main reasons why they picked it.
25.
25?
Not 30 just yet.
No.
He's not Grandmaster, come on.
Okay, close enough, close enough.
Yeah, but close enough, that's also like maybe 200 games or something. I don't know, that's still a... Like, you gotta see, I feel like people that are Grandmasters, they would be like, nah, my friend, come on, you gotta give me my respect. Flacco is chill.
I see you have some Grandmaster heroes, so that's why you're defending it.
No, I'm not even close, no. Oh, so, do you prefer the Radiant draft?
No.
Because I actually like Dive's draft more.
Yeah, same. I don't prefer Radiant's draft, but it's not like I feel that they got out-drafted. I feel like it's very playable.
Yep, I would agree. I think for me, I just see the fact like Dai have these 2 supports they had a lot of success with. I mean, they didn't get that game victory though, but like the Enchantress and the Hoodwink, again, was really impressed with how active they were able to play on these heroes. I think you have some strong side lanes as well. Yeah, we've mentioned about the Enchantress Alchemist being a really good lane, but we can always see like the Hoodwink go through the portal, and that's a lot of kill threat top lane, like just an extra stun with those safe lane heroes, and you're not worried about the Timber. This was one thing you mentioned, like Timber will be fine in this lane, so you can leave him alone.
Yeah, I just don't see Naga doing too much in this lane. Like some lanes she can really mess with, and just the illusions alone are very annoying, like with some Orb of Venom on her, but this lane, I just don't feel like it's one of those. I feel like this is a lane in which Timber and Hoodwink have more than enough AoE damage to deal with her. Top lane, Eki. It might be that, just that here, yeah. That's it.
Is that?
The level 2 is too strong on Alk. This hero just does so damn much.
I mean, it's been this way, of course, for a while now, but for a lot of his history, right, your lane has been very, very rough to play. But that has not been the case for maybe, honestly, a year. I don't even know how much longer, but...
Yeah, sometime now. It wasn't... how to put it? It wasn't experimented with too much. Like, a lot of teams didn't really dare to play Alchemist. But recently it's definitely been picked a bit more often. At least in my games in pubs, it's popping off. Especially this lane. Like... and Alchemist. I played it with multiple. I played the same lane with Satanic, and I played it with Ponlo. It's kind of always the same, and whoever I play it against as well, I lose it. I mean, if someone is playing Alchemist, this doesn't feel playable for anything. I don't know. I still haven't found a way. Maybe they did. Let's see. Top lane.
Yeah, just some spells being traded back and forth. Of course, usually the sustain is going to favor the team with the Enchantress. And a lot of harassment, though, before the Lotus. Free's going to try and charge up the Concoction. A lot of damage onto Jibe, but should be able to get the shield crash off for the last second. So Jibe is going to be fine. I guess that is one thing, the fact that you can dispel the shield crash to keep in mind in this lane as well with Flacco.
Yeah, he could do that, but he didn't want to because of Swashbuckle. He knew that it was still off cooldown, wasn't used, so even if it would just be a waste. Like, you use Enchant and then he just moves away. it won't work.
Okay, we'll hopefully try and speak a little bit about some of the other lanes. I know the action is continuing top. No, we won't.
It's only top. Only top.
It's only top? Okay.
No, there are actions everywhere, I guess. Like Storm is slightly winning this mid lane. 5 CS advantage more or less. Like he's doing fine. Bot lane I feel like is a bit more boring, I would put it. Like it's just Timber. And he can be even left alone. Batya can just chill. And Schmidt.
It's like
Storm.
change. You've even got the Hoodwink coming over as well. Looks like it's going to be a kill, and this is exactly what we were saying. This support duo, how they play it with the Enchantress and Hoodwink, they are very, very active. You take away the Water Rune, you then get one of the Ember Spirit. This is exactly what you need to help out Niche.
Yeah, I don't really... You see the Eki ward, like, deep inside the Radiant, the Dire jungle? He's gonna eat that concussion, but he should be fine, yeah. I can see the point, but it just isn't working versus Ant. She has way too many camps that she can work with, and even the camp in your triangle, she can take it. Just play around that creep. Bot lane Fernandes did drop a bit low, but without power shot, he's fine.
Silva. For another round potentially. With him falling low, won't be able to stop the pull, so they will be able to help out with the creep equilibrium. And yeah, Smiley Knight's having a really good time. 31 and 4. Again, like you were saying, not really going to be able to slow down the Timber. Double bracer, 1 point in the reactive armor at the moment for the offlaner.
Yeah, I think you stay on level 1 reactive armor and you just play the game off of that. You don't even need more. It's more than enough. Even versus Wind Ranger, I feel like it's enough.
Mid lane, level 6s.
Bot lane, Smiling Knight.
Okay, never mind. We'll stick down bottom. Smiling Knight should be able to go down under the tower. One more right click will secure the kill.
Just very nice rotations, you know. Storm is 6, like you mentioned. They want to try this arrow, but it's so difficult.
Oh, the pushwhack.
Yep.
And the turnaround as well. Oh, yeah, there are going to be some return kills, but Seneko under the tower. Going to try and look to do whatever he can against the Hoodwink, but this will not go out in your favor.
Maybe.
Even with another round of the Deluge up. Maybe it will actually, you're right. Acorn shot, Eki with the leap over the top. It's a double kill for the Mirana. But forced to expend his TP to go all the way back to base, and Lako will wave him goodbye.
Ooh, he attempted to go on Freak. Storm? Stormy?
Oh, we got him. Stormer. Long zip, thought he was going to run out of mana in the end, but gets a galvanized stack. And nicely done.
Yeah. He was a bit cocky because Zibe, he used all of his skills, right? And he didn't manage to get the kill. Ember is rotating in though. Together with Tench, they want to go for the Wisdom Rune. Storm, he's unaware of this. The Courier though might scout it. Yeah.
One courier. Second courier surely.
Got the Wisdom.
Very nicely done. They got both in the end.
A couple of tips. Well deserved, right? Like these Wisdom Runes, they truly do matter quite a lot. Even though the supports on AVULUS, they're not really that weak. Like Eki is level 4.5 already, and it's a Mirana. Like he can always catch back up a little bit with the arrows. Soneko is actually very leveled, like level 5. So they did find their farm end levels already, even though the Wisdom Runes were lost.
And maybe trying to set up a goal onto Freak. Rolling Thunder used from Jibe. And have the instead to be able to set up for the arrow if they got the damage, so Chemical Rage not there, trying to go for the deny. Gets the 6, but sniped down.
I really think trying the deny there in the end, I get it, like he was gonna die anyway. But if he tosses the stun, like he just hit 6. I don't know if you've played recently against Alchemist, but once he clicks that Chemical Rage, for the first time he's unkillable. I feel like it's basically, yeah, just let him go. We're not killing him. You need some Timber to be on top of him to kill him. It's too much regen.
The hero's looking not too bad at the moment. We see 2 deaths at the moment for Freak. And he's been shoved back into the jungle though. And they're not happy with the current status of this game.
They took the bottom tier 1 tower, so Timber, I was waiting for this. He's going through the twin gate. He's going top.
And Bushwhack's gonna land. Ensnare into arrow combination will disrupt the Ember's damage, but it's not gonna matter. With Timber coming through the portal, a quick and easy double kill for Passion. They're gonna be able to defend their safe lane tower.
Yeah, Smiling Knight, most importantly, got killed as well for AVULUS. Well, not that great. And the tower got defended, so Alchemist can continue farming safely behind it. And it's one of those heroes that really enjoys farming top side. Like, you just stay there, you get some golems, maybe some trolls, you get so much gold out of them.
They're gonna try on the Timber. Yube's in a pretty decent location to be able to bounce back off the wall. And they're going to be able to land the shackle onto the tree as well. So nicely done. We've seen some pretty good uses of the Rolling Thunder along with the arrow combination. It is bringing a lot of their forces away from mid lane, and this tower is taking quite the beating.
Yeah. One thing that worries me is Zibe's item build. Like, he's going for a Vessel. Like, you are playing into Timber and Alchemist. Stormy is in.
Stormstormer. Heavy commitment, trying to deal with the support. Even goes further, Stormstormer. Be okay, so as some 1 charges, Freak's actually going to charge up the concoction before he comes through with the teleport. Sharpshooter from downtown, and Jibe will pay the price. Seneko. Okay, Invis, they were pinging him out. They had a sentry nearby, but it's not going to matter in the end. Looks like tower. It's a big one. They're playing really well here. Passion UA, 3,000 net worth. Yeah, you got the Alchemist lineup, but they're looking good with it.
Yeah, 100%. Taking down the tier 1 tower mid and bottom, opening up the map, even though they are playing with an Alchemist. Like, he joined the fights before he even had Relic. Like, this isn't something that you see very often. Nicely done by Freak. This guy has been impressing me in the series so far. Gotta say one thing, like, back to the item builds, there's a Vessel being built by Zibe, and today, I was reading Reddit or something, and some guys, like, is Reddit unplayable, like, unpickable, unbuyable? Like, if even Reddit notices how bad the item is, I'm worried for Zibe and his impact. Even though he's had some already. Like, the Vessel is needed here, but just feels bad to buy it.
What would your preference be without besides the Vessel?
I have no idea. Like, just auras, I guess, is something that you expect from your offlane. Maybe even something like a diffusal on him. I'm not sure. Like, there was a point in time in which Echo Saber was constantly built on him, like not so long ago. But I'm not sure. Maybe it's just auras.
Stormstormer. I don't know if you can be farming here. Not with the stuns they've got.
That was without any vision, by the way. They had no wards to scout him.
Yeah, with the item build, look, I don't know. The Echo, like you're saying, I think that was more on the mid pingers that we were getting.
I'm not saying the item is good for this game. Like, into both Alchemist and Timber, it's kind of necessary, but just the item itself isn't that great. For the money that for the gold that you pay, it doesn't feel very rewarding. Song? Mid?
Okay, they get the Ember. So I'm going to be able to set up for the arrow that will connect. Great combo out.
Alchemist stuns
They're still going to try and look for more as well over to the right side. Stormstorm, aggressive zip in. Has to respect the damage from the Timber Sword. Jibe, backline stab here with the remaining duration of the Rolling Thunder is going to be able to secure a secondary kill. So AVULUS, they'll strike back. You know, this fight inside the river is going to be able to favor them. Doesn't look like they'll get any damage into the tower though.
Very nicely done, Soneko, with that song to catch the Ember. That was pretty damn cool. But just have to point out that even though Pango caught the Alchemist and Alchemist stunned himself, they still didn't commit on him. They were like, yeah, this guy has ulti, we're not killing him. That's how strong he feels right now.
Radiant's not completed. Importantly though, at least Smiling Knight has his own farming accelerant, being the Maelstrom. So we'll see if how much he can really keep up with the farm that we're going to be able to get out of the Alchemist. Of course, will be that Blink Dagger next item here for Freak. And he's still got some stacks to look to try and farm up as well. So game may slow down a little bit until we get the Blink on the Elk, but we'll see. It might depend with the Rune. Looks like it's going to be DD down bottom.
And the Ember gets it, so 8 Slayer, DD. Let's see if he continues farming Maelstrom, or do they have a smoke? They do. There's definitely a play possible with it, like you mentioned. Power runes really dictating the pace of the game right now. Stormer going for Orchid, by the way. That's the build.
Ek is just hitting a tier 2 tower. Like, what's going on? This tower has taken 900 damage.
The good old double bracer Mirana. We've seen it from Saxa, and I feel like everyone is doing it right now. Double triple bracer even into Gleipnir and Daedalus. That's the build. All you need to do.
Look, Flacco knows that something's potentially going on. Look to try and pop.
Yeah, the Vessel versus Ench as well works nicely. I forgot about that hero, but she's an extra. She's a bonus hero that you can use that Vessel on.
Radiant are honestly doing a very good job to be able to slow down the gold from getting too out of hand, especially with the Alchemist lineup. It's sticking around at 2,000, getting kills, cause of farming, and importantly supports of farming as well, which is where a lot of the maybe gold is also coming from. Eki has that Aghanim Shard, which is a really, really strong shard at the moment here with the Mirana. Your ability to shove out waves with the Starstorm getting buffed up. Hope you find that farm you need. Like you're saying, you're going for like the Gleipnir into Daedalus as the game goes on.
Yeah, I'm just... I'm still a bit worried because they are reaching this moment in which Alchemist has Radiance, Blink, BKB. It's going to be there in like a couple of minutes, the way this game is going. And I'm not sure these supports will... Or cores, for a matter of fact. I'm not sure they'll be ready.
Are there any items you're seeing potentially come out shortly that might be able to change your mind if they're ready or not?
Well, the big one is this Orchid on Storm, but they haven't really used it yet. I feel like that's something that they could have used aggressively on
Speaking
the
of
Ember.
Storm,
Or the,
tipping over to the outpost, they do get a glimpse of him with this ward, but
Freak?
gonna be able to reveal the blink though. Freak not gonna go in for the jump.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nice little dodge by Storm. Seeing that that's what they're doing. Mid lane?
Ojibe. Aggressive swashbuckling, I guess maybe feeling pretty strong. We haven't spoken about his actually item build recently with the mech into Greaves, so tower's gonna go down in the end again. Radiant, I mean they're keeping up. I know you're worried potentially about what the Alchemist is going to be able to do, especially once his BKB comes online, but Radiant, they're sticking nearby. Smiling Knight is not trailing behind at all here with the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, for sure. Gleipnir as well, like you talking about him, like Gleipnir definitely will be very helpful. You are playing into an Ember, into a Timber, all these heroes are very elusive and Gleipnir helps. Yeah, right now they're playing the map a bit better, I would say, on AVULUS, even though the start of the game was good for Passion UA. Dire, they played the lanes well. I feel like Radiant are the ones getting
Gonna
more.
go for a kill as well. Timber. Orchid into the arrow.
Yeah.
And AVULUS really been uncontested now with their movements across the map. We're not seeing a response out of Passion UA.
Yeah. I was talking about this Blink BKB timer. I feel like they're committing to it a bit too much. Like they could have fought already, and Alchemist is going in.
They're trying to freak with the jump in, but who else is there? Ember's gonna funnel in at the last second, but Seneko with a defensive song. He's gonna try and look to TP out. They got him though. Nicely done. Ember just on the outskirts, so Seneko's TP is gonna be cancelled. Song is wasted, and kill is claimed.
That was a really cool chain from the Ember. Nicely done. And it will secure his Maelstrom, I believe. Yeah, so he's got Maelstrom and Hoodwink has Atos. So a couple of really nice items coming for them in the damage department and also in the cash department. I believe Enchantress has almost the Solar Crest. Not almost, she's got the Solar Crest completed. The power of Ench. No, you're always gonna find farm.
Yeah, and they're finding a lot of farm. Finding all that farm mid lane. What is very far across into Radiant side of the map though. Maybe they see there's a bit of an opportunity because Dire, the numbers are starting to funnel in. Jibe tries to activate the mech, the bonus health. Not enough in the end to be able to keep him alive. Now Seneko as well. He's gonna eat a concoction a couple of seconds. Freak jumps over the top of the trees. Smiling Knight just has to watch idly by. Will chuck out a stray spell, but that will do nothing.
Yeah, they're just unable to fight right now. There's a Kaya completed on Storm Spirit, but that ain't it. Hoodwink TPing in. She's got that Atos, remember, so she can catch Storm here. Nice ward.
Storm is going to pay the price. Freak. Concoction the last second. We saw that ward almost pay off for a kill last time they went for that, but this time
Did you
he
see
granted that kill.
After Freak TP'd in, he didn't go straight for Storm. Instead, he moved up just so he doesn't get silenced. Because if he gets silenced, maybe Storm can run away after the chain. So nicely done. Nice little move there.
Freak it a freak.
Oh, another one.
Dude, this team is...
Can you explain the Mirana build to me?
BKB?
Because I don't get it. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but... If you imagine her ulti to be like top lane, niche.
Okay, they're gonna have the damage though?
Doesn't
Seems
seem
like that's not gonna be the case, but they've got the control! Storm Summer's gonna be in with the silence and... Well, the damage came through late, but it didn't matter thanks to the extra little bit of control
What?
from the Storm. Okay, action continues. Jibe's fine.
Yeah. The two of them try to go on him, but he's a bit too tanky. Yeah, Stormer just coming in clutch, bringing that extra disabled Orchid on Ember. He was so tanky with the Solar Crest with all the heals from Ench, but in the end, not enough. Not tanky enough to survive. Like if you imagine Mirana to be a different M hero Marcy, right? She pops ulti with the BKB and she just hits you. I guess you can look at Mirana the same way. You use Solar Flare, you pop the BKB and you just hit the enemy heroes. Like, I mean, you could argue that BKB then makes some sense, I guess. It isn't. It's very selfish, but it might work. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Definitely got to feel nice if he can get to that stage on Eki if there's some more items for him to stand his ground with the BKB and I guess even levels as well, so to say. There's Solar Flare, level 2 now, so extra damage, extra attack speed.
It's level 15 really that changes Mirana. Like you get that 90 leap attack speed and that's where she really starts to hurt.
See how fast it's going to take him to get towards that stage.
Is under attack.
We'll look for a smoke though. Passion, or do they want to try and command their forces? Niche, Fernan's, Batuk as well, moving over towards top. They might run into Seneko, definitely not the ideal target, but they're going to be forced to try and go for the Naga. Now they are also spying Eki down bottom. Flacco along with Freak, hand in hand, should be able to get the kill. They are tip into the outpost, but that's going to be cancelled from Stormer, not seeing an opportunity.
Yeah, also a D ward by the way on the bottom. So Flacco gets an assist and the ward, and they can secure maybe this area around Rosh for a Radiant Rosh time if they want to. Or they can go top after 25, we'll see. The rush taking really isn't that weak. Like, you got untouchable acid spray, if you want to commit that is. But for now, we're just waiting for some bigger items. Silence though.
Okay, Orchid on Orchid action, but the BKB Freak's still going to be able to find him into the trees, and Stormstormer is having a rough game. 5 deaths on the Storm Spirit. These Galvanized stacks are dropping.
It's not that great. Like, it was a nice attempt to work at him, and at least he forces out the BKB. The jukes were fine, but the AoE of the stun just way too high, so he gets him anyway. That level 10 talent on Alchemist coming in clutch to catch the Spirit. They will try to go for Rush, but they know, like, Passion UA, they're running towards it. They know exactly what's going on. Like, look at them run. Can they get there in time? That's the only question.
Maybe not with the Solar Flare.
Oh, let's
Going
see.
down, and it's
Ember's
going down
here.
too quick by the looks of it. Is he just going for the Remnant last second? Needs to free up a slot. Smiling Knight's going to be able to get the Aegis. Seneko even used the song as well. Now, what's the call?
I mean,
You've got the outpost. Storm's... he's actually not tipping to bottom, so they're just looking to get out. Seneko actually makes it through, but Jibe... a little bit slow. Of course, we'll have to use the Rolling Thunder. They're going to try and catch up to some of the other members, but they will not be able to get there.
He's not TPing. He just started. He might be caught.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Bro, what was that timing? That was millisecond on Freak.
Yeah, but it didn't even have to be, right? Like, he could have casted it because his Rolling Thunder was running out. I don't know. Kind of weird from him to yeah, just a mistake. What can you do? It happens to the best of us. He started TPing a bit too late.
I was looking at the... maybe I was looking at the Rolling Thunder duration. I thought I was looking at the TP duration. I thought it was... that's why I'm like millisecond. I'm like, holy crap.
That's true as well.
You get the Aegis though, importantly for Radiant.
Yeah,
So let's see what the...
a bit sad Storm that didn't get it, right? Like, you get it on Wind Ranger, which is also good, but Storm probably the best carrier. And man, Stormer has just been abandoned on this top side of the map. I feel like he made it his home. It's got to be KB.
having a... we'll see. You know, BKB Grobo really needs that level 18. Actually, they're going to try and force a fight without that. Smiling Knight as well is also close to level 18. See if they're going to be able to find these big ultimate timings. It's Passion, they're grouping up. Bottom lane, Catapult with just a enchanted creep with the Solar Crest. Tower is going down.
That Solar Crested creep really does a lot.
Frenzy buff as well onto the Catapult, so
Yeah.
bunch of damage.
They're using all the tricks in the book, basically, on this Ench.
Who is similar to the Mirana, looking to try and scale. Dragonlance hopping into the Hurricane Pike from Flaco. See if he is going to be required though for him to be that damage source as the game goes on, because you do have a lot nonetheless. And again, I believe Glype now getting delivered from Fernance as well. They really want to try and force the issue. Smoke venturing deep inside Dire's territory. No one from Passion is going to be caught out.
They know. They just have too many wards on the map. You have one on the lane, you have two on the bot side of the maps, and Ember is farming the Ancients, so they're very well aware that they have to be smoked. The only question is, does Ember... oh, he saw the power shot. I'm sure he saw it, right?
Yeah, he did. He's just getting incredibly greedy, wanting the Wisdom Room as well. She will not be able to get it, so BKB has to be used.
Yeah, got a bit... oh, just a tiny little bit greedy there in the end. I guess at that point, if you're wasting the BKB, you can just chill around and wait for the Wisdom Rune anyway, right? Like, there isn't any way for them to catch you through the BKB for now. Double damage rune.
Seemed like he was considering about going for the song onto the Ember. With that BKB on cooldown, maybe feeling like there was an opportunity for a fight to be had. Song into a setup.
Let's see, Storm's in.
Storm Spirit, yep. In with the double damage rune as well. They know that the Ember Spirit's vulnerable without the BKB. Niche falling low. Jibe as well with the counter. It's a beautiful Rolling Thunder. Bouncing off the walls. And there's going to be no escape from them. They're even going to be able to get the Hoodwick at the buzzer. Fernandes goes down. It's a triple kill for Storm Spirit. And these are some much needed kills. He has had a difficult showing in this game one, but gives him some galvanized stacks and gets him a large injection of gold as well into the bank.
Yeah, gets tipped as well. Like very nicely done by him. Nice initiation. Understanding that Ember had a BKB on cooldown. It was almost a disaster, by the way, because Zibe, he bounced off the wall before he got on top of Ember. Like, he actually didn't use a shield crash on time and just bounced. You probably didn't see it on the north side of the river. But in the end, he managed to get there, and his Rolling Thunder was super effective.
And with that victory, Jibe is, and the involvement in that fight is very close to the Crimson Guard. We're on for the pretty much the full auras here from Jibe, and we'll see what the decision is going to be afterwards.
Yep.
Long zip in Stormstormer. That's the big commit with the turnaround. Stormstormer, hang on a second. That was a quick response out of the Ember, and now they're even looking for Smiling Knight. They might be able to BKB TP out. In fact, he wants to charge on forward. Smiling Knight seeing a potential opportunity. That will now expire. He's out. Jibe's in, though. Maybe feel like he needs to try and protect the Wind Ranger to escape, but Jibe as well will TP out. So, yeah, okay, cool.
This time he TP's on time. Yeah, they didn't have ages to maybe try and continue that fight. Also, Storm, he hesitated on the pull. I'm not sure why exactly. Maybe Ember joked into the trees a little bit or something, but he hesitated on the pull, and that allowed Ember to just pop the BKB and fight.
Hesitation. They can't continue to have. Ashenar, no joke. 5,000 net worth lead.
Eki.
E2 tower under siege. Yeah, Eki might actually just try and look for the kill with the BKB. Nice use of the sharpshooter. Fernand's able to make it down to the low ground. Now Eki's kind of stuck here.
Yeah. He's got a crit, by the way, so even though he's stuck, he's just farming the Ancients. Enjoying life. TPs afterwards. So far, I haven't really seen Freak in these last couple of engagements really have a huge impact, but he is getting a Bloodthorn next. That's going to be helpful against Smiling Knight. Most importantly, right? Like, you get that true strike against him. He's farming.
Some interesting concoction. What, farming one creep?
Yeah. Hey, there were two, come on.
Oh, it was. Was that by the time it went off? If you say so.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta cope. We gotta cope for him. He's been having a decent game. Storm, however, 5-6-6.
Under the ward. Under the ward. And now stun controlled as well. 5-6-6 to 5-7-6. Wards have been pretty solid. Honestly, from Dire. I mean, this is a very common ward play, so is it solid, or is it just maybe... Unfortunately, they haven't been able to get the D-ward to secure their side of the map.
Yeah, and
regardless, nonetheless, Passion still doing good.
And what's sad about it is that they do have the gem on Naga, right? But they aren't really... Oh, what? Huh?
Yo. Oh, Crimson? Fuck. Oh.
Anyone else?
Yes, ensnared to Gleipnir. What's going on? Eki's going to try and leap over the top to deal with the Hoodwink and should be able to do so. Showcasing her raw damage output. If they got a stun, Timber. Make it out.
Right, he's making a good case for double bracer BKB Mirana, like dishing out a lot of damage. He bought that shard as well, very early on. Seems good so far.
Just watching him take farm from the cause. That's just funny to see.
He's almost got Daedalus, like in what, 200-300 gold he's got. No, actually, 90 gold he's got it after this wave.
He's big. Huh? I mean, he's 1,000 a bit behind the Storm Spirit. And this is the thing about this Ag Shard. Like with some of the changes with the Starstorm, of course, that the damage got buffed up, and then you buy the Ag Shard early, so you just one-hit everything. The Ag Shard used to be a meme on the Mirana. I know it's been changed a little bit over time, but it's just so nice for your farming speed.
Yeah, and the fact that you get another charge, right? Like that also helps quite a bit.
Smoke up. Storm leading the charge, ready to go.
Oh, the
She's
smoke
gonna pop the
breaks.
smoke inside the lane, but they get a glimpse of Aki, zip over the top. Unable to activate the BKB in time, they're gonna have the damage. Niche goes down. Heavy commitment onto the Ember. Now they're gonna turn to the Timber as well. Timber is gone. The damage output from AVULUS, it's too much. They just have so much raw damage, and again, the Alchemist is nowhere to be seen. Freak, he didn't see an easy opportunity for him to enter the team fight, and this is going to give them an opportunity to go back now and claim Roche.
Yeah, and they have overprotective wisps, they have tendons, solar crest, they've got, I believe, a full crimson pipe, and Ember still isn't able to survive long enough to pop his spells. What can you do? Too much raw output on the Radiant side. Like you mentioned, this Mirana with Daedalus, Solar Flare, of course, Wind Ranger as well with Daedalus. And no resetting tools to help the Ember out.
Gonna be able to snipe the Wisdom, so Smiling Knight. That one away, Stormstormer's gonna be able to get their own as well, but yeah, I mean, like you said, the raw damage up, I don't know. It's doesn't seem like it's gonna get even worse as well as this goes on.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you can still initiate first on AVULUS, right? Like, if you are the ones initiating first, then it kind of goes both ways. This Alchemist will blow you up. Storm.
Freak actually trying to look to turn Storm. Oh,
sir.
uh-oh. They might be able to get the kill onto Freak, but Freak is making it work for it. It's giving time for the reinforcements to show up, but there's not enough reinforcements. Stormstormer buys back as well, a little bit unnecessary. Flaco potentially going to be able to zip to catch up to the Enchantress if they get a glimpse of him.
What do you mean unnecessary? He used that Watcher. Buy back
I
into
see.
reclaiming a Watcher.
Claim?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's, worldwide
It's back to
famous.
farming.
Yeah, worldwide famous play. The buyback for the Watcher reclaim. I guess if you're Storm, you know you're sacrificial at this point, right? So it doesn't really matter.
Smiling Knight. They're trying to poke down the Wind Ranger as best they can. Of course, Knight, he's got the Aegis though, and they're still going to be able to get the Timber Sword with the backline. This kill is much more difficult to get. Crimson, everything activated to do their best to keep him alive. Once it's Spirit Vessel's on top of the Timber though, let's see if they're going to be able to bring him down. Chain further inside the base. Smiling Knight, no hesitation with the charge up for the high ground. Another zip over the top as well. And with the damage output for the Wind Ranger, they're going to result in a double kill. There's some buybacks, but Freak, he's going to get nothing out of the buybacks. That was a costly investment in the defense, and the defense is going to go astray. AVULUS, a big team fight victory.
Yeah, these buybacks were more like a deterrent. Like, you have to buy back so they don't end the game basically on spot. But unfortunately, they didn't manage to convert it into any sort of kill, which is also something that you would have definitely enjoyed.
T2 Tower's gonna go down. I think they got a glimpse of Flaco. They're gonna try and hunt the Enchantress, block off the escape avenue. Around the Rosie. Surely they'll find him eventually.
He could have just went base basically. It's just the illusions really hunting him. Now he might actually run into the scan. Or the Pango.
Alright. Someone will get him. Flaco. Whoa. Ooh.
I think he used roll up. And after roll up he used Rolling Thunder. And because of that it took him an extra second, so he didn't get him. In any case, Storm has no buyback and there's a Hex. Ember has a Hex, insta BKB. This time he isn't messing around.
gonna look to go, and yeah, they actually will.
Dire's top tower
5 men smoke die. They're not going to leave their high ground. Say that. We'll now walk down to the low ground. Mid lane shoved in, top lane shoved in. Eki might force them back.
What's the smoke though? Like 5-man smoke into doing nothing, like moving back completely. I guess
Smoke
there's
into Torment.
yeah, smoke into Tormentor, buyback into a Watcher. Some genius plays by AVULUS this game, but overall they understand the state of the game, and if they do not have buybacks, it's very scary. Like we've seen it in the last couple of series, just how quickly the game can end. Better safe than sorry. Two heroes with buybacks right now. Naga on one side and Pango on... Naga and Pango actually on Radiant.
Alright. This is a Hail Mary play. Freaky ball back. What? This is... Whoa. That is a... Seems like a very low percentage chance. That play working out mid lane. Freak. BKB, but that's a victory. You can now continue to chase and force the fight. Chemical Rage about to expire as well. You've just got to get out, but they're not going to be able to. Damage is in. AVULUS, they sense an opportunity to be able to close out this game one, and they're going to do it right now. 3 are down without a buyback. Importantly, a dieback for the Alchemist. They can walk it down. Meanwhile, Seneko also... Songa's caught up to the Emperor, but that's not the real target. The target, it's going to be the Timber Sword. Down to the southern side of the map. 4 heroes from AVULUS able to run into the offlaner. Teak will be cut down. Another hero without a buyback. And that, yeah, should be all she wrote.
With Wind Ranger running them down that way and killing all of them in like a span of 2 seconds, can I use the words of one great coach that is coming back into Dota? Like, how is that balanced? Please tell me, Ares. That was still a bit too much.
I don't know. I don't know, my friend. I would just continue to be amazed about this Wind Ranger hero. It's just so crazy. Okay, I was gonna say, like, this push is a little bit slow, and then I see Eki. Here's the tower.
He's
The
got
damage dealer
Satanic.
to the objectives.
This man has a full Satanic on his position for Mirana, level 23. Like, he is the true position 2 this game, it's not Storm. Look at the net worth. Is he higher? Actually, he is.
That he is indeed.
I'm surprised they're not throwing
4th
it.
in net worth.
They're
Yeah, I
pinging
was
it
going to
up.
say the same as well. But they will do it now. After the kill, and of course, over the Alchemist not having buyback, so... Be a smoker potential, one last defense. With the Timber up in a couple of seconds, but the throne is just going to fall too quick. They'll turn to deal with the objective. Sending us to our second game here. AVULUS, advantage in our final series of the night.
Back and forth game. I would say this one was a bit more emphasis on your offlane to be the real playmaker. And your offlane is a centaur that I'm not sure how good of a lane he's gonna have. It's not this centaur into a lane that he can dominate easily. He's playing into a bristleback. This might not be that simple for him. It's not a girl, it's trouble. Okay.
I just woke up. Leave me alone.
Going on?
I don't know. It's just some old chat. Just some old chat
It's not
happening.
Girl, it's trouble. Yeah, I don't know. There was some tips at the very end of that game. Some pub stuff or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone needing some relationship advices, it looks like. I'm not sure.
Yes, that is the perfect place to go. My Dota games, exactly where I look
Yeah,
for relationship advice.
You know, sometimes people do come together and they can be really nice in a pub when you open up. Most of the time they're just gonna flame you though. Any
Yeah, I don't know.
any clashes around the runes?
You don't want to speak about opening up?
Yeah, I'm good.
Marco? Zibe up to? Looking to try and poke out? Say hello? Alright, no clashes. Will be 3 though for Radiant. Hey, not bad, not bad. And let's see. Is there a draft we're favoring? Got a preference?
Maybe Radiant a little bit. Like, I don't think that, I don't think that AVULUS outdrafted them too hard or hard at all. I do trust this Luna to eventually carry the game. High armor hero later on into the Bristle. But we'll see, like Bristle plus Tusk, that's a bit scary for me. Like this lane itself, like even though you're playing into Snap and Scent, they're kinda tanky once you get like... Okay, I take that back, like you have Cookie to get away from them, I guess, even with the shards being used.
So you feel like the reposition for the Snapfire is enough to potentially offset the aggression we might get out of the safe lane of AVULUS?
Yeah, I think so, I think so. Exactly. Yeah, like you already have a wand on Batya, Fernance as well has a stick, like you're gonna turn that against Bristle. We'll see how they play it. It's a very volatile lane, both on top and the bottom. I feel like Naga, like we were talking about some lanes being really strong for her, I don't think this bot lane is. Like, it just doesn't feel that great to be a Naga here.
What is it in this lane in particular that you feel like it's not too fun of a time for Flaco?
Just too much poke. Too much poke and too much damage from the two of them. Like your illusions will fall immediately as you approach the lane. And both of these heroes have ways of just killing the illus.
Well, we'll see how Flaco is going to be able to put a stamp on this bottom lane to try and help Freak out. Who, before that last game, we were seeing a lot of the Predators top lane. Smiling Knight actually going to try and make the attempt. Blood grenades from either side. Smiling Knight has the drinking buddies now online, and the quills are adding up. He's going to be able to chase down the Snapfire for first blood.
Maybe a double?
Mimo Seneko is continuing to look for the kill onto the Centaur as well, and looks like he's going to be rewarded. They still are holding some of the quills onto the Cent.
Oh,
He left him?
yeah, I guess the movement speed just wasn't there, so he moved back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Scent is a bit faster, like 317 versus 295 on Bristle. I'm not sure, Bot lane... Nothing, never mind. Just Soneko.
Just baited. Alright.
Yeah. Just baiting.
Thanks, bro. I looked down as well. It's just nothing going on at all. Should say mid lane, because Stormstorm is taking a bit of a beating. So Niche with the spam of the plasma field. Might be able to get a kill. I mean, they're going to TP Seneko in. Stormstormer drinking buddy to get him away from the static link. And nice little bait out of Stormstormer. They were ready for that. Seneko with the... Wait, don't let Niche die. Okay.
Okay, there's one thing that you have to pay attention to. Invoker isn't the hero that he used to be. Like, this guy is going to bait you out like a Morphling. You think you got him, and then he just heals the hell up. Like, he's a much stronger laner in that way than he used to be. So, gotta be a bit careful, and most of the time what I see from Invokers are some right-click builds. We'll see if that's the case here from Stormstormer. I believe it will be, once again.
I think that was the build of costing Thompson play a lot. Bottom lane, Flaco. Might be able to get the kill with the swashbuckle. Jibe, yep, should be able to snipe it. Freak will do a little bit of damage onto Jibe. Another round of the beam is available, but they might go back shortly. Shield crash is up. Freak is going to be cautious. They're posturing aggressively, and yeah, it's going to be a double kill for them down bottom.
Yeah, he manages to kill Eki at least before. Not too terrible for him, right? Like, he gets a solo kill on the Mirana, and then dies afterwards. Refreshes his resources at least. Top lane.
Top lane as well. Cookie, okay. Oh, they actually went for the snowball in, so Seneko got creeps to maybe assist with the dive. The quills haven't particularly stacked up, though.
Yeah, maybe if he took Smiling Knight with him, like they could have killed Snapfire, but Yeah, he went in alone with the snowball. It wasn't happening.
A good start so far from AVULUS, and we see the pressure is continuing. Side lanes, a lot of spells being traded back and forth. I mean, Freak falling low, but he's got 19-1 charges. There's always this threat. Always this looming threat of another potential kill. Top lane, we're seeing like Cookie has to be used to get out of the shards.
Yeah, just top lane, Bristle demonstrating how strong he is. And just right now in the game. Their Kim boots as well on him, being very valuable for both of them. Oh, dude, this Wild Wing, I swear, that's okay, nice stun. Cookie will be there. Snowball though.
Cookie's still going to be there, but they'll hold the snowball till afterwards. Damage, they're going to be able to chase him down. Slows stacking up. Couple more quill sprays. Smiley Knight, he's happy to go for the dive. Nothing much that he has to fear. Does take him a little bit longer than maybe what he's hoping for, and Seneko has to eat a lot of damage as well. Are they going to go for Fernandes now? They're thinking about it. Seneko, maybe seeing if there's a bit of an opportunity. Unfortunately, they're still yet to be playing with the Sunstrike. Not that it would do too much damage, but Seneko's just going to poke him a couple times and tip him back to base.
Speaking of the Sunstrike, man, he's moving bottom, but he's scouted by the sentry.
He is. Freak's going to look for the TP out, and he will make it. Ducks into the trees. Finds a way to be able to escape. Unfortunately, Flacco, though, is going to go down. First rotation out of Stormer with the Crossworks building. Will result in a kill. We're going to see instantly Eki try and look to TP mid. Doesn't want to give away any little bit of gold or experience.
Of course he doesn't. Like, you saw him in that last game. Like, this man is all about his farm, like his gold, and he's on point when it comes to defending towers, you know.
Like, Flacco. A little bit awkward Jibber there with the Rolling Thunder, and super awkward now. Goes over the top, but is still trying to get usage out of this, but Stormer is very hesitant about continuing in pursuit. Jibber? You gonna get it?
He's still going. Like, this man is relentless. Yeah. What's Razor doing? Where's he? He rotated top, got nothing. Moving back mid now. Because Mirana is the one pressuring mid lane.
Bottom lane, they will still be able to get Flacco in the end. Michael, thank you, Seneko.
Yeah,
Did they keep the catapult alive?
Like, you just have to keep on checking, you know? You just have to keep it up. Zibe, eventually his effort paid off. He never gave up. That's what matters.
Never giving up has given them a tier 1 tower in the enemy safe lane at the early stage of the game. And meanwhile, I mean, Eki, level 6 online, so like, a lot of value with the rotation. Stormer gets a couple kills, gets a tower, sends the Luna into the jungle, but really importantly, I feel like, is just the fact like Eki is getting so much time alone. We are going to see this early solar flare potentially catch them off guard.
Like, we were talking about him being the true position 2 last game. I feel like it's the same now. Top lane, Batyuk.
Not much he's going to be able to do. No Cookie here to be able to get away from the shards. And full creep wave as well under the tower. So once again, another objective that is going to take a lot of the damage. And we're just seeing nothing out of Radiant. Like, no signs of life.
I just can't remember the last time I saw position 2 play the way Storm is playing right now, and I'm all for it. I love it. Like, when is the last time you saw mid laner go bot, then top? He hasn't touched the creep in like 3 minutes. Like, he got that shield rune minute 6, and since then he never touched the creep on the mid lane. He never went back. Like, I don't know, I respect it. It's maniacal, but I love it.
That's a big reason why they have this 4,000 net worth lead. Stormer's done great so far here with the Invoker. Double Wraith Band, Treads, looking for more kills. They want the Razor. They've got Jibe as well, wrapping around from the other side. Stampede, but it's not really going to do a whole lot here. It does actually get him out of the stuns from Jibe. So it's a 1-for-1, but of course this is always going to favor AVULUS. Jibe's... Does he have to respect them, Jibe? He gets the shield crash. The rest of the team gone a little bit over the right side, but the Eclipse Beam's raining down. Jibe should end up falling. Stormstormer, cold snap it. Yeah, I mean, now he's going to eat the stun along with the cookie follow-up. And, I mean, Jibe is just not respecting Radiant at all. Playing the nice edge. It's a fine line here with the Pangolier. A little bit too aggressive. It's either too aggressive or not aggressive enough, unfortunately, this time. It's just maybe a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the fine line. He overstepped that fine line a bazillion times, and he brought that not only to himself but to Invoker as well, who tried to help him out a little bit. Save your buddy syndrome right there. Smiling Knight is stealing their stacks though. And Soneko is rotating in too, same as Eki.
Oh boy. Can you deal with Smiling Knight at this stage of the game? I mean, you're going to be looking at the Razor to try and deal so, but so much movement, see the Smiling Knight. They're going to send them away from the area, which also means that this Tier 1 tower is now vulnerable. I'm going to alacrity early game onto a catapult.
And the way this team is playing is reminding me of some very famous stacks back in the day. Just this sort of aggression, I haven't seen it in quite some time.
Dire's bottom tower is under
It's impressive. It's impressive stuff. You are still getting farm though, like on the Freak in particular, and also Razor. So we are still seeing a lot of farm on these two cores, but then you take a look at the Centaur's net worth, and well, Centaur has less net worth than the Mirana already.
Yeah, he doesn't have a net worth. He doesn't know what that means. He's trying to find some farm at least. Nietzsche mid.
Smiling Knight's gonna run into Flaco. Looks like it's still gonna be really cautious. Tornado reaches up to Flaco. Stampede's there if they're gonna want to use it. Enables that Centaur actually to get in range for the double hoof stomp, and have they forced the issue on AVULUS? But Smiling Knight again, though he shrugs off the damage, gonna try and chase down the Razor. Freak will look to come through. He's got the Eclipse at the ready. Mortimer kisses point blank as well. Stormstormer's trying to do whatever he can to spellcast, but the Invoker unable to really help out. Smiling Knight, nice positioning, waste the Eclipse, and maybe that's enough to now keep him alive. They're going to look for the kill to the Snapfire over the right side. Smiling Knight ducking in and out of the fog. He's just not giving them an opportunity to find these kills as Jibe
What is this game?
snipes Fernans. This is a crazy couple of skirmishes we got going on.
What do you mean couple of skirmishes? This game was a skirmish for the last 6 minutes. Like, it's non-stop and they're diving the tier 2s. I love it. Like, the way they're playing is absolutely insane. Like, this looks like my pubs. Literally.
Oh, arrow actually. Okay, awkward. No more leaps now. Wait, what's going? Oh my god.
He goofed. That's a goof right there.
Yeah,
are scanning.
that's a
Zippy?
goofer.
Look at him. Like, it's like you're not taking. I'm not taking these stacks, but you're not taking them as well.
I don't know if they popped the smoke. Maybe they did, but Fernans is coming over. Flaco is here as well. What is he going to be able to do? No Eclipse. Like, Jibe's just like, alright, I'll soak up some experience and why not?
He probably just wanted to snatch some last hits too, but yeah, decided in the end that it's a bit too crazy. Where's the Aghanims, by the way, on Smiling Knight? He's got it, but he's not with them. This is something that I maybe might dislike from AVULUS. They aren't bringing everyone.
Stormstormer. Bring necessary heroes at the moment, at least, to deal with the Naga. Watching no Tornado.
Yes. Let's see. He's coming over. Smiling Knight used the Twin Gate. He's ready to fight as well. Or the TP, not sure. Ready to fight regardless.
They're actually going to smoke, so let's see where they want to go. There's an Arcane Rune inside the river.
Dire's middle
This should be a really big kill, trying to slow down this Razor's progression. They might be able to get him though. Stormstormer pops out from the invis. Be able to put the control down that they need. Stampede in a hopeful attempt to get him out. Song as well. A little bit over the right side. Flaco away from the Centaur. Now we'll get there at the last second.
Ooh.
Oh man, Centaur does escape in the end, but Flaco, he will not survive unfortunately, but of course he is happy with the job that he has done.
I swear at this point, if you're Luna or Razor, they're like, what's wrong with these guys? Just let me farm. Can we play a game of Dota? Stop running at us like maniacs.
Stormstormer, he knows exactly where Niche is. He's gonna run into him onto the bridge. And should be able to secure the kill by himself as well. Maybe, actually. Niche, Ice Storm, Static Link. It's gonna be a bit messy with a Deafening Blast. Stormstormer should be able to come out on top, though. Nice spell casting from the Invoker Specialist.
Yeah, especially the Sunstrike in the end. The celebratory.
Oh, no, come on. It was the Deafening Blast. That was the one.
No. The Sunstrike was a celebration, basically. Nothing more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. This is a 6,000 net worth lead. AVULUS. Well, the biggest lead we've seen in our game so far that we've casted today at this stage of the game.
Definitely. Mid lane, Batyuk is dead again.
Yeah, but he takes a lot of time to die. Should be able to use the creep's going to be able to get out in the instant. Activates the Rolling Thunder. Now looking to try and hunt down the Snapfire. Dylan. Oh. No. Freak stuck on the high ground, dude. No way. Cookied up there. A hope of a TP, but that's cut short. Now over to the left side. Eki's going to die to the illusions. There is some crazy stuff continuing to go on. Fernand's also gets scouted out inside the river. Stormstormer will look to chase down the Snapfire.
Oh. Yeah, he's caught. He doesn't have a TP. He can cookie over. He can't even cookie. Maybe he can cookie over, buy some more time. Hide.
Oh my god.
It's his castle.
Oh, he's out of range. Oh my god.
This game is insane, but remember during the draft we did state our reservations about the Razor pick just because they're unable to play the game, and that's how it feels like right now. Like they're waiting for a blink on Centaur, but it's minute 17, he still doesn't have it. He's the lowest net worth core in the game, and they needed a better lane for the Cent. Like they needed to secure his farm. They're really suffering the most, I feel like, because of that. And he's gonna die again, maybe. Bot lane, Storm is on him.
Yeah, movements from Stormstormer has been exceptional this game. 4-1 and 8. Constantly scouting out where they are. Great arrow timing as well from Eki. This is, yeah, masterclass performance. I mean, he is just completely reading the map well. Well, this was a rough but going from him in game 1. He is showcasing, he has the talent. Meanwhile, inside the jungle, Seneko doing his best to be able to hold the Razor up. They're going to be forced to try and Song, but that's going to do nothing against Jibe. Jibe's in a great position to be able to stop the escape. So Song is now wasted. They're still going to get the Razor. Oh man, Tornado almost clipped onto the retreating Flaco as well.
Well, they're still chasing. They're going for the tier 2 mid and the tier 2 bottom at the same time. Stormstormer remained bot. Meanwhile, the rest of the team diving the tier 3s apparently. Because why not?
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is
Freak?
Wait, Freak?
Oh, Storm is on him.
Freak?
Oh, even the...
He's standing on top of him as well. No
it's a
way.
BM. That was BM. He did it on purpose. I'm telling you, like, just let him know. Let him know he's dead.
Dire's tower has been killed.
Yeah, this is it's been an interesting game.
Yeah, if you're AVULUS, it's been a nightmare if you're Passion UA.
Are you a blink now? This is what you were hoping for, right? Your Centaur's got that blink dagger.
I mean, it is. It allows you to play Dota at least, but at this point I feel like you need something extra. You need like a BKB on Razor too. Like, it's just way too late.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I like what Naga's doing at least. Flaco cutting top, cutting mid. She's still maybe not at the stage where he can do this super easily without the levels
Top tower
and the 10 talent in particular.
Batyuk, Storm is scouting him. Didn't see him just yet, but they're pinging.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh no, he's gonna show himself.
Radiant
Arrow.
scan does allow. Oh, did they get the vision with the arrow?
No, no, they didn't. It was very close though.
Nice scan from the centaur, able to get the read that they were chasing him down. So Stampede as soon as he cleared the wave. I mean, it just with all this going on though, you just see Smiling Knight playing completely alone on the opposite side of the map, just showcasing like he has nothing to fear. And Flaco's out too. Okay.
Freak? I think he might be dead here,
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Seneco's here, already waving him goodbye. Oh.
yeah. Storm as well, dominating streak with that Sun Strike. Yeah, they're just reaching this critical mass where they might just go rush and end the game. Like they have way too much. Like Aghanim's Bloodstone on the Bristle. Like even with all the items that you're about to complete on Radiant, I don't feel it as a massive power spike that changes things.
Radiant's top tower.
Like the BKB is there for Razor, but who cares at this point, you know? Like you're 10k ahead.
We buffed up even more with them getting the Aghanim shard. Storm is the one to even get it. A pretty decent shard for him. Snapfire is going to be caught out on the low ground here. Now Radiant are nearby with a couple of heroes. Let's see if they're going to respect them. Jibe's going to be able to find a way out and then say, nice swashbuckle. So with the jump over the top, Storm is in a lot of danger. Shards is not going to work in Jibe's favor as well. Catches his inside momentarily, somehow able to find a way to sneak on out, and Thunder's going to be able to set up for the Sunstrike. Still, it's a bit messy. Is there an opportunity? Oh, Flaco doesn't actually connect Eki onto the song, so he's able to get the kill onto the Centaur. Now Flaco as well on the low ground. Once they get Smiling Knight on the front, with the Bristle back, he can continue to charge and soak up the damage. He'll turn his back shortly and guarantee a kill here onto the Narcosine. Slow will stop him running into the Sunstrike, but it's not going to matter. It's a monster killing spree here for the carry on AVULUS.
Yeah, just diving the tier 4s and go back into the tier 3s. That was just such a well-played teamfight from them, even though it started off kind of weird. Like, they min-maxed all their spells, just showcasing a little bit of mechanical skill, not only this top lane, Razor. Yeah.
Again. Another pick off here from Stormer, another rotation out of a support to guarantee the kill as well. And he's read of the map so far this game.
Oh,
Smiling Knight, he's been able to play alone as well.
Freak,
Yeah, I'm sure. We see Freak as well, continuing to farm. I mean, this we may be at the stage of looking for a couple of Gs because Smiling Knight is just waving them goodbye inside their own base. He has set up shop. There's not much they can do.
He's dipping back. He wants the Wisdom Rune, level 18. They're still being very disciplined in all this chaos that's happening on the map. They're just getting all the pickoffs. They're playing the game way too fast for this Luna and Razor to farm. And now, my friends, for our closing song, we have Batyuk, Centaur, War Runner.
Hey, not that just yet.
He's got Blink.
Just, yeah, come on now. But he just, brings them over to Roche, and they're like, alright, we don't get the kill, we'll go to Roche instead.
Not sure what the smoke is from Luna and Scent, where exactly they are running, but maybe...
Farming smoke.
Yeah, farming smoke. Oh. Nice. I mean, if their lanes went a bit better, and if this hero's got to their necessary items a bit earlier... Naga is dead, by the way, Flaco. He's gone. If they got to their items, like, I can definitely see this draft working, but this is just a mess. It's not possible to play at this point. Razor does have a BKB TP out, I guess, if needed.
Someone would like to at least expend that BKB from Niche.
Yeah, gotta be careful with
Probably gonna do
TMP.
so here. Hang on a second, because Jibe's also coming over. Will that BKB TP up be? Not even gonna get a fight with your BKB inside a 5-man. Freak is hitting tier 1 tower top, which he should be able to get. Centaur inside the jungle as well, working for the Crimson, but yeah, you don't even have BKBs to take these team fights with. Smiling Knight, give the Alacrity over to the Bristol back. Arrow from downtown connects as well with the Snapfire. Jump in.
There's no
Like,
one.
Bristol's got ages,
Yep.
and you're not even going through the first life. Jibe, they're going to be able to close the distance onto the Razor. Will die. Corpse litter in the decks. Not just him, but soon to be the Naga's corpse as well. Unable to get back inside the fountain. AVULUS now. They can look to try and go for the objectives. Full set of barracks going to be claimed with the ease down bottom. Mid soon to be theirs as well.
I love that Luna is still doing the, well, on paper, kind of the right things, but she's unable to get her farm. There's absolutely no way. She's got Manta, Eclipse level 2. Let's see if they can maybe attempt to defend the throne. Razor will be up in 10 seconds, so they'll have all their heroes. By the way, Eki full Daedalus. I don't know if you mentioned.
Very cool. Naga out of the base? Yeah, they see the real Naga. Flaco seeing if there was an opportunity here for the song. It's a nice Hoofstorm. Setting up for the Mortimer Kisses, but Smiling Knight, this gives him a beacon of where they are. On the low ground though, trying to lock on the Stormstormer. The Invoker's able to get some separation. BKB protects himself. Eki just crits down the Luna. And they will GG tap out. Freak and the boys are gone. And that's a quick 2-0 for AVULUS.
They're not gone, right? Like, it's lower bracket for them. They're
Yes, sir.
knocked down, not knocked out, so they should, yeah, still keep their spirits high. It was a rough one, but they played well in game number 1. I feel like